A new addition for 2K26 is Auto Lobs. With Auto Lobs enabled, the game will contextually choose to throw lob passes in the correct situations to moving receivers just by pressing the normal pass button. If you want to make sure you only throw lobs when you want to, you can go into the controller settings menu to disable that feature. Once you master the basics, there are some advanced passing features tied to various combo button presses. Pressing the lob and bounce pass buttons at the same time will allow you to do a fake pass. This can throw off the defense with bad steal attempts and give your teammates an open lane to the basket.
"2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups, so kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Ali LaForce, our reporter. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. Schroeder and Levine in the backcourt. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Then it's Cameron Johnson. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Joe in at the 2. Well, this game has that extra juice tonight. 2 NBA Cup group winners going at it.
Yeah, these have been 2 of the best Cup teams in the West. This should be a fantastic game. A spot in the semifinals is on.
So the Nuggets with the tip. Now Murray. Johnson on the wing. Defended by DeRozan. Here's Joe. Second shot opportunity. And Jokic finishes inside.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
Basket's good.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Outside Joe. Lets it go from deep. Oh, Denver gets it back.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
And Sacramento has possession. And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Guys?
All right, Ali, thanks once again. On target from range.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Schroeder finds Murray. Can't cash it in from close range. Denver has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Joe. And it's hit again from deep.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling into the story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
The Sacramento this season, bringing in Dennis Schroeder to provide stability to the point guard position, and he's coming off an efficient postseason with Detroit. Schroeder's impact is varied depending on the situation, but the Kings are hoping and believing he'll thrive in their system.
They love his disposition. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Got it. Levine's got 8 points.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Joe. And again, Denver with a 3.
And this is... He shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They're leading by 8, coming off a win against the Hornets.
And what a great feeling, ending it the way they did. Just a clutch effort they can build on.
And the basket by Joe.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Levine for three. And that doesn't go either for Levine.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. 18 points for him.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. They're moving on after a tough loss that they took at the hands of the Pacers.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
And maybe if they were at home, their fans could have given them the boost they needed to get over the top.
And Denver will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Watson comes in for Gordon. Brown's checked in for Johnson. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Murray. Sacramento also making some changes. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. Malik Monk comes in for Zach LaVine. And Ellis is subbed in for Schroeder. Denver leading by 14. Back to Joe. Three-pointer. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And the basket by Monk.
Knocking down that answer three, Monk with great range.
Here's Joe. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
On the wing, Murray. Plenty of space. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Pass to Joe. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Kings. They beat the Nuggets during the last encounter in Denver.
They beat this team last time largely because of the massive free throw disparity.
Yeah, they played a very smart and physical game.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Valanciunas passes to Watson. It's Watson on the wing. Here's Joe. Hits the trifecta. Joe's got 27.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And DeRozan gets it to go.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Joe. No good. Would have counted. Had it gone. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Nuggets are on top. They lead by 14. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide, completely new group here for the Nuggets. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Murray's checked in for Eubanks. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Levine. Ellis is checked in for Monk. And it's Schroeder in for Carter. Tim Hardaway is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable.
For over a decade, Jonas Valanciunas has been a physical presence down low, RJ.
And he's shown that he's capable of hitting threes. But he is still at his best on the inside. Rebounding, setting screens, rolling hard, and doing quite a bit of damage in the post. I love the mechanics on Murray's jumper. They have been solid since he entered into this league.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's Joe. They get it back.
Yeah, he's a top-tier offensive rebounder. Valanciunas uses his size and strength to his advantage to do damage on the boards.
Kings trail by 16. Here's Schroeder. Denver grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And the basket by Joe. Joe's got 35. Here's DeRozan. 20 points for him last game against Indiana. Oh, it's blocked by Valanciunas.
Yeah, that shot didn't stand a chance. Can't sleep on JV's monstrous reach.
Gets the 3-ball to go. Joe's got 38 points.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Murray from outside. It's good! Good at the buzzer!
Wow! And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Denver. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing more and more teams playing 5 out now, RJ, with big men who can shoot from 3. Is that where the game's headed?
Those players are still hard to find, but I think more 7-footers will look to develop their long-distance shooting. It's becoming the new norm.
And on the floor for Doug Christie as we get into the second half. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Schroeder and Levine on the backcourt. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
They've had a hard time shutting down the 3-point shot.
And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul. And with balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
And you look at Sabonis, he's absolutely in the conversation to be a starter in the All-Star game for the West.
And that West starting 5 is so hard to crack. He's having a fantastic season and is still on the outside looking in.
And it's hard to contain the excitement as we look ahead to what promises to be an outstanding All-Star weekend. Here's Schroeder. Kept alive by Sacramento. And Sabonis slams it in.
Offensive rebounding comes down to muscle and hustle. And Sabonis got a lot of both.
The 3-ball. And again for 3.
As this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most 3s in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the 3s keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Nikola Jokic is checked in for Denver. Brown comes in for Johnson. Sacramento also making some change. Good! Another from three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
Boy, he's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long. What a shooting performance.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Well, I'm wondering, RJ, do you think we'll see a Zach LaVine highlight dunk tonight?
Yeah, B.A., most nights we normally do. Something else also, I've come to expect shooting sprees from Zach. This man can rattle off 3 and 4 and a quarter like it's nothing.
Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him. Carter finds Murray. Over Gordon.
Yeah, nothing comes easy against Gordon. He's a defensive menace.
Murray, no good. Here's Joe. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And again for three.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing. Outside Carter.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Eubanks inside, covered by Joe. That one off the back iron and out.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Lets the three fly. They get it again. Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got his second basket.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Monk for three. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Joe. For three. Good! Another from three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate greatness.
He has been prolific. Three-pointers at a historic level.
This is a game that every player dreams of having from the arc. He's living it. It is almost unreal the way he is shooting threes.
A different look for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Jokic. Hardaway comes in for Joe. And it's Brown in for Murray. Sacramento also making some changes. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Murray. And Ellis is subbed in for LaVine. Back to Monk. Inside. Here's Ellis. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Brown looking around. That one a little long. For Sacramento, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go.
That's the game, folks! And your Nuggets just won! Your Nuggets, 125. The Kings, 84. Thanks for coming out to support your team. Make sure to get home safely, and we'll see you at the next sporting event.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us.
And last but not least, one of the best highlight plays in NBA 2K, the alley-oop. When you've got a teammate with an open lane cutting to the rim, double tap the lob pass button to throw an alley-oop. Finishing alley-oops is a little different in 2K26. This year, the button to finish off the alley can vary based on the difficulty you're playing on. For lower difficulties, you press the shot button when the alley finish meter appears on screen. But on higher difficulty levels, the button will be random, so you'll need to stay on your toes and have fast reaction time to successfully catch and finish.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Caruso in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Jokic, the inside combo. Then there's Christian Brown. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Joe in at the 2. And at the 2024 NBA Cup West semifinal in Las Vegas, Oklahoma City outlasted Houston 111-96.
Yeah, both teams got off to a slow start. It was 42-41 at the half. But OKC turned it on in the second half, putting up 70 points. I mean, it was an early season statement from the Thunder, our eventual NBA champs.
Here's Dort, following that last three-pointer by Denver. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Out here's Joe. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Buries it from 3. Joe's got 9.
He was free to fire at his leisure there. Not much resistance.
Down low. Here's Dort. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
Outside Joe. Fires for 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
They've hit 4 of their 5. First 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Brown against Caruso. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Caruso outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Joe with the ball. He's picked up by SGA. From outside the arc. Joe misses. Thunder trail by 4. Left side SGA. And he banks in the layup.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Remaining in the first.
Here's Joe. Knocks it down from distance. 15 points in the game.
Look, he may not be a high-volume three-point shooter, but he'll take that when you give him a chance.
Timeout called. The Thunder And this game, the first chance they've had to see Denver.
Last go-around, they lost the regular season series to this team, but beat them in the playoffs.
I think this could go either way. I mean, they've had the upper hand most recently, but you play the games because you don't know how it's going to play out.
Denver will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Cam Johnson comes in for Gordon. Watson, he's checked in for Brown. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Murray. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Holmgren. Wiggins, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Wallace in for Dort. Going into the offseason, Clark, a priority for the Nuggets was adding depth.
Jokic himself bluntly made it clear that's what they needed. Denver was worn down by the end of that OKC series. You can see it. And depth was a strength for each of the conference finals.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following that last three-pointer by Denver.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Takes a three, and the basket by Joe. Joe's got 21 points in the game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense is looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Now here's Williams. No made baskets yet.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Outside Joe. There's the triple. And again, Denver with a three.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
There's the 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Wiggins outside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Joe. Fires the three. Connects from downtown. He's got 27.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, completely new group here for the Nuggets. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. On the court for the Thunder, Aaron Wiggins out there with Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Wallace in at the point.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
A difficult spot for Oklahoma City. Caruso with it. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. And the bucket is good.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Denver has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He ended up with 59 points, and that's a season high for him. What an offensive performance. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
That's good stuff, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Sends it home from three-point land. Joe's got 35 in the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Now here's Wiggins. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Joe. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Williams. Nice D from Valanciunas. And so it's Denver cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Joe in at the 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Holmgren following that last three-pointer by Denver. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dort. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. Outside Joe. The 3 is up. Connects again from distance.
And the threes just don't stop. Another shot and another make.
Yes, and he's starting to creep up that list now for the most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he keeps it going.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Joe. Off target with the 3. Yep, that one goes. Jokic has got 5 points.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Daigneault said he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you.
A two-way talent. All right, Allie, thank you. Good! That's another bucket!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Caruso. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Hartenstein passes to Caruso. Outside for Dort. The 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Joe. Jacks up a 3. And again for 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Dort's shot is good.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Murray passes to Joe. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Good! Another from three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Joe. Connects again from distance.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. SGA passes to Caruso. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Joe. No good on the three. And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dort for three. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Joe, we've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From downtown, and again for three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate greatness.
He has been prolific. 3-pointers at a historic level.
So it seems like every three he's throwing up is going in, guys. No stopping this guy once he gets going like this.
Isaiah Joe. Let's give a warm welcome to Nuggets.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. So long, everybody.
Ready for some more 2K TV Interactive? Here we go.
A'ja Wilson recently became the first WNBA player to win this many MVP awards.
Was it 3 MVPs, 4 MVPs, 5 MVPs, or 6 MVPs?
If you answer 4, it's for the win, baby!
Enjoy that, VC.
Are you ready for some top plays? Scott Moak here, Sacramento Kings PA announcer, and today we're spotlighting your State Farm top assists. Let's see who's sharing the ball in style. Roll 'em. Your first dime is dispensed by Jamma in the rec. All right, game tied. Uses the pogo to make their shot a no-go, getting the level 5 take to assist the level 5 make. This two-way just made the game-winning play. Sensational. Your second option is from Coach Peanuts. Low shot clock pass to the corner shot. No! The pass! Thrown over the defender and slammed home. Dunked on one, plowed through another. The pass makes it all happen. Not throwing away their shots. Vote now for the premier pass.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to... Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Murray out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Brown in at the 3. And for the Pistons, the wing pair we'll see going is going to be Ivy and Thompson. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. Well, thinking back to last year, the 2024 NBA Cup Championship, the Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81. With Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas, but it was defense that won it for Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half.
Harris passes to Thompson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Got to do more than this. Stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Here's Joe. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Unloads from 13. Again, the Pistons score.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
Pass to Harris from deep. It's hauled in by Jokic. For Denver, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Good on the triple. And that's 12 points for Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Cunningham kicks to Harris. The Pistons working the ball around now. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Flying in to deny him at the rim. Boy, I love the challenge Gordon presents right there. Coming over to get that shot.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Back to Cunningham. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series
last year. And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Mr. Clutch.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he's been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Takes the 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Pistons trail by 9. Looking to end the run. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Joe. Puts up a 3. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? Defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And now the first time out called here for Detroit. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart's checked in for Duren. Duncan Robinson comes in for Thompson. LeVert's checked in for Ivy. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Joe Good.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
They get the rebound. Outside for Robinson. Shot clock at 6. LeVert against Hardaway. Scooped up. They shoot again, and Stewart finishes it off.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Joe Good.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Now here is Harris. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Pass to Sasser. And that one goes long. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Just stretching out the floor at first, they had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Asar Thompson. And it's Duren in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He contributed 62 points, and a total like that was good enough to mark his high for the season. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. One interesting note about tonight's game, unlike the rest of the cup, Greg, This does not count towards the regular season standings.
Yeah, so each of these teams will play an extra game during the season, but hey, you ask these guys, and they don't mind at all.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Gordon comes in for Johnson. And it's Bruce Brown in for Mr. Clutch. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Mr. Clutch out there with Murray. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Joe with it. Lets it go with the 3. It's the 3-point bomb. Joe's got 33 points.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Thompson. No good. That's the first shot from the floor he's missed. 5 for 6. From past the arc. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Cunningham. Hands the 12-footer. Cunningham's got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Pistons trailed by 9. Here's Ivy. And that one hits back iron. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Guys, back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Here's Joe. And again, Denver with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Shots good by Duran.
The plan of attack, obvious. Get the ball and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Denver calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Joe good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Cunningham.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Inside, Ivy. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight. Shoots the 3, and good! He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Ivy with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Harris. Good. That's now 8 points for Jaden Ivey.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Here's Joe. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
Stolen away. It's 2-on-1. Here's Murray and slams it down right on top of Jalen Duren.
Okay, all right. I see you, Jamal. A little extra on that one. Murray with some flash on the flush.
And that's a great... Look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. The shot by Thompson, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Ivy. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And so it's Denver cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Duncan Robinson. Asar Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Sasser in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Valanciunas in the high post. Stewart on him. Clock at 6. Outside for Murray. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Well, Greg, as we play the fourth quarter, the winner tonight will have a chance to do the double.
Yeah, they call it that in soccer, winning the double. Take home the regular season title.
He's checked in for the Pistons. Kate Cunningham comes in for Thompson. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Aaron Gordon comes in for Johnson. Christian Brown's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Gordon against LeVert. And it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mr. Clutch.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Ivy. Over Brown. Offline from the high post. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.